Good morning, CTFO Team Genesis Associates. I'm Janet Larson-Meyer, and I'm happy to be together with you again this morning. These meetings give us the opportunity to learn from each other and get exposed to marketing strategies that have worked for others and may work for you too. I encourage you to watch these trainings live whenever possible. Then recommend your favorites by title to your existing team members and brand new associates. Keeping it simple, just subscribe to our robust YouTube channel where you'll find 40 or more trainings and business overviews to help serve you and others. Use the link that we've provided at the bottom of our weekly emails to subscribe. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to introduce our guest presenter, Patricia Rodriguez of Mesa, Arizona. Patricia enrolled in CTFO just a few months ago, and she's already found her path to success here. Today, Patricia will share with us her best practices on how to successfully host an in-home party. For those of you who love to connect and serve with people up close and personal, I'm confident you're going to benefit greatly from today's training. So let's get started, and I'll turn this webinar over to Patricia so she can teach us how to accelerate our businesses by leveraging our relationships with friends and family. Patricia, we're grateful for your time and expertise this morning. Take it away.
Good morning, everybody. I just want to confirm that you can see my screen.
We can.
My name is Patricia Rodriguez, and I'm actually a new associate in the last couple of months. And today, we're going to go over the process on how to have a successful in-home party. So before I go any further, I just want to make sure that I let everybody know that we have had a couple of parties, and our very first one was a couple of days before Christmas, and it turned out to be extremely successful. First and foremost, for the 5 easy steps that we need to make sure that we understand and that we put together and that we organize for our party is to identify your host. We're going to go over how to select a host, how to promote a party, the preparation and setup for your party, exactly what to do during the party, and of course, we don't ever want to forget the post-party activities. You don't ever want to let your hosts or your friends feel like once they came and stopped by, that was it for them. Choosing the right party host is extremely important, especially in our industry and with the products that we have. There is so much buzz right now around CBD. It's important to have a host that has a certain level of credibility. What do I mean by credibility? Someone who has actually either used the product, has had an experience with the product, someone who, as she speaks or understands and talks to other people, they value her opinion. It's important to have that individual be a strong center of influence. Individuals who have a strong center of influence will have a larger amount of people come, not just once, twice, or 3 times, because you will find that some of these individuals, depending on what the type of a relationship or the type of friends that they have, you can actually host 2 to 3 parties a year with the same host, because not everybody shows up. It's important for the person to have high energy. Anytime you have any type of a party or an event, the vibe and the energy is really important. So individuals with high energy, and it could just be yourself, and you're passing that on to your host. Check to see with your host what motivates them. Are they motivated by the product, or are they motivated by the business opportunity? Or what we find within CTFO, that everybody is motivated by both. Most everybody. Set goals with your host. How many attendees do we want to have? Because we want to understand the volume, we want to prepare for how many people are going to be there, and what are our goals. Remember that for the most part, when you have parties, especially whether it's information or product based, anywhere between 30 to 40% of the people that you invite will show up. So have your goals be either how many attendees we're going to have, what's the volume of sales that we're looking for, what is important to her. And again, it circles back to what motivates her. And of course, the location. Based on the amount of attendees that we're going to have or the people that we're going to invite, we want to know, okay, are we going to have it in our home, in the living room? Are we going to have it in the family room? We have had parties for other types of activities where we just go to a church room or even a classroom event, a classroom where somebody works at. So the location is important. Even it doesn't always necessarily have to be at home, but it could be a home type of setting. This is an example of our very first extremely successful party that we had. As you can see, it was on December 21st, just a couple of days before Christmas. I'll go over the key points of your party. I wanted to show you guys what ours looked like. We invited a handful of people. We created a Facebook event, and we try to make it fun and exciting, especially around the holidays. I don't know if you guys can see our fun little description, but my sister, who was the host, made it rhyme. Is the holiday stress causing you havoc and mess? Could you enhance yourself with the gift of health? As you see, we themed our party, Health is Wealth. So make it catchy, make it fun. I have a sample of the gummies there because we told everybody that we were going to provide some gummies. As you can see, come learn what the buzz is all about in the health industry's most natural product. What I loved how she did it at the bottom, that she described the fun part about the gummies. So make it themed, have something fun, make it silly. When you promote your party, there's different ways that you can do it. Word of mouth. Of course, a Facebook event is a lot of fun because what happens in the event, it gives you the opportunity to continue to engage with the guests. As you can see here at our event, we invited 60 people. We had about 15 show up, and it was 4 or 5 days. We put ours together in less than a week because of Christmas. Make it a theme party. Like I said, we did ours, we themed it Health and Wealth. Catchy title, The Gift of Health. You can always do Evite for those that don't have Facebook. Work chats when you're at work, talk to your friends, your family, and have a nice and exciting hook. For example, one thing that always brings people together are food and prizes. So we had some finger foods. We talked about that there was going to be prizes, and of course, samples of the product. Ideally, you would want to set up your party around 2 to 3 weeks in advance. And as your party is getting closer, the first week of the party, from when you first invited the individuals and you announced it, post in your event or send out a reminder email with some fun reminders, fun activities, what we're going to do 3 to 4 times. The week of the event, what we did is every single day we posted something about what was happening. We did some testimonials, we uploaded a fun image, we reminded everybody of all the fun food we were going to have. This is a sample of our party, The Gift of Health. Individuals that showed up, there's our description. As you can see, I would post different types of things. There's my sister's homemade salsa, food. For whatever reason, people really respond well to those. Fun little information. We just made sure, we did testimonials, we made sure that we kept people engaged with fun communication. All right, continuing on with our preparation for our party. Make sure you have product, preferably empty bottles. So as you're using your product, or if you have friends that are using them, collect the empty bottles and have some samples of whether it be your favorite product, the oil, the face creams, the hair product, anything that your guests can touch and feel. So set up your party, set up a section where you have all the items. We brought together a product flyer. We downloaded these from the back office, but honestly, you can create your own. You do not have to order them from there. I easily created a Word document. The images for all of our products are on our back office. It's really easy to just throw those on a Word document and make up your own flyer. I really honestly would recommend that you do as much as you can without spending a lot of money, which includes the food, and I'll go over that in a second. But this is a flyer that we had, and I printed this one from the back office as well. We created an order/entry form. As you recall, during the party, during the party announcement and encouraging everybody to come in, we talked about that we were going to have prizes. Well, our order/entry form is going to serve two purposes. We're going to collect the information that, let's see if I have it, well, the information that we need, the name, their address, their phone number, and their email. On my order form, and if any of you guys like this, just let us know, and I will send this document to Janet, or we can figure out a way to get it to you if you would like a copy of it. I made this up, and I only listed the most popular products. One column has the wholesale, the other column has the retail, so that they can see that on the average, if they do not enroll as an associate, they're paying about 32% more for the product. So it's really important to explain that to the individuals. I mean, if it's $5 or $6, it's a nice saving, but for the most part, it's more. So this is a form that we created, and like I said, it's going to be twofold. We also brought in the lab results because people don't know and they don't understand and they confuse CBD with THC. We're not trying to 100% educate them on those two things. There's a lot of resources out there, Google information, but what I love about CTFO is that we definitely stand behind the product and the quality of our stuff. So it's important to share that information. And it also helps people as they're talking to other individuals understand the difference and understand what to look for. So this is something that was extremely valuable at our party, because we had an individual that we don't know who's going to show up or what information they already know. We had an individual that has been involved in the hemp and in the cannabis industry for over 20 years. So this was very vital. It was also vital for those that were looking to be part of CTFO as a business, right? Because you want to talk about the quality of your product. We had testimonial flyers. We took them straight off of our testimonial page, handed these out to individuals, laid them out next to the products. For example, we had my sister had ordered the hair products, and so we laid our testimonial sheets right next to the product. This is a really nice product guide that we handed out in addition to our order form. It has it's a 2-page guide that I downloaded from our back office. It's got every single product, all of our 70+ products, the price, the ounces, because some of the descriptions on our website don't always necessarily have the ounces, and people asked. So this product guide is a really nice piece. And again, it's at your fingertips in the back office. This is a really quick summary of our checklist. Like I mentioned before, food and prizes attract people. We kept our food budget under $20. My sister made the cutest little mini sandwiches. They're easy to make. We didn't have soda. Again, we're talking about the gift of health. So we had fresh lemonade. It's really easy to overspend. So I encourage you not to do that. Create a budget. Know that you're really here to give information, socialize, and talk about your product. So you do not have to spend a lot of money. Quick little checklist. Right before the guests arrived, it's really important to set the stage. And we just talked about in the previous slides, the physical stage, excuse me, that we're setting. It's important to set your personal stage, your inner stage. So we had a moment of gratitude for ourselves once we had everything set up. Just give thanks for the opportunity to have access to this product. Give thanks for the individuals that took the time out of their day to spend it with you and to learn about what you have for them. Set your intention for what you want. Literally just be grateful. Thank you for allowing us to bring this information to everybody. We hope everybody takes something away. We want 50% of the people to enroll. We want 100% of the people to enroll. Just set the actual intention for how you want your party to flow. Have your food ready. Make sure you have pens, your order form, your product list, the testimonial sheets, your sample products that in little spoons if you want to, or Q-tips if you want to have people test out your products, your personal stuff that you're using, and of course your prizes. Have those set up on the table or next to the items that you're displaying. Once you have all that set up and the guests start arriving, everybody says hello, socializing, make sure that you start on time. People's times are very valuable, and as we talked earlier, it's really important that we respect that, because if we want to have a party in the future, they're going to know, okay, well, they started right on time. If I decided to hang out and linger, that's on me. But first and foremost, introduce yourself. Your host knows you, but their guests most likely do not. So introduce yourself. Give a little bit of a story as to why you're there, why this is important to you, your personal story with CBD, with the product, with the business opportunity. Always thank the host for opening up her house or her space for us, and especially thank the guests for being part of the event. Understand and acknowledge that they could be anywhere else, especially for us. It was a couple of days before Christmas, and they chose to be at our house on the Friday evening before a major holiday. Explain as they're coming in, give them a handout, the order form, a product flyer, and a pen. Let them walk around as other people are coming in. And once everybody's sitting down, do a quick little 5-minute know your audience exercise. What brings you here? What's important to you? What is your experience with CBD? So again, yourself, the host, the guest. There's 2 ways for you to have a very engaging type of a presentation. If you have access to, in the area where you're sitting is around a TV, if you're able to take your laptop, use the 5-minute video that's on our CTFO webpage. That is one of the most powerful pieces of information that if you're not already sharing it with everybody, make sure you find a way to have it at your party. So if you are able to connect to the host TV, whether it's through your laptop or your HDMI or screen sharing, that's going to be the most preferable way. But if not, no worry. Let's just do it the old-fashioned traditional way, where we're standing around, handing out the product to the individuals, talking about. I would recommend that you pick 3 to 4 products that you like based on the conversations that you had earlier when you were getting to know your guests, whether it's definitely for sure talk about our 10X Pure. You do not have to be a product expert, nor does your guest. Everything is on our back page. Print out the information about it, how it's exclusive to our company. Go back to the testimonials. So pick 3 to 4 different products, talk about them, hand them around the group, encourage people to try it, with a Q-tip, whether it's the empty bottle or the stuff that you brought in that you're going to allow people to use. We gave out gummies. As soon as people come in, we just started handing them a little gummy, and it just really opened up the conversation to, oh, the effects, what are we doing? So if you can have a bottle of gummies, I would recommend that's the easiest, the funnest way to go. So once you're done speaking about the product themselves, I always leave the business opportunity to the end. This way, maybe not everybody is there to talk to one that they may want to hear about it, but definitely talk about it. Talk about the fact that, hey, there's a simple way that you can actually have your product be for free. Talk about the opportunity. Talk about how CTFO is giving us an opportunity to, in a sense, have what I consider a franchise for free. What a great opportunity. And if you have other people who have attended these type of parties, most likely they will understand the multi-level marketing fees and enrollments and opportunities. And it's basically, for me, a no-brainer. Talk about the business opportunity at the end of the product presentation. It's time to have our snacks and socialize. So at this time, have your host or a volunteer collect the entry forms, and you or your host start entering the information. And we already have their date, their information, their name, their address. Let them know that we need those because we're going to enter them into the drawing. As you're talking about the product, have them selected on the order form, or if it's not on your order form, on the product list, make a little note on it. They might have questions on it, or it's something that they want, but the actual order form has an amount of what they would like. So as the product is going around, encourage them to check and write down the items that they would like and how much. So now it's time to socialize, collect the forms, start entering them into the drawing, let them know that the prizes are going to be handed out. And as people are talking, they'll encourage them to come and purchase their item. One by one, you've already entered them in, so they'll come, purchase their item, write their information on the form. And as we did that, throw their names into a bag and get the energy back focused on, okay, we're going to do our gifts. Everybody's already circled around, and we've taken in their orders and entered them into the computer. If you have an iPad or have another guest bring an iPad, it's going to go a lot faster if there's at least two people helping you enter the information in and processing the orders. Before the party ends, make sure you ask who is going to host the next party, and whoever does gets their name entered into the drawing twice. Do everything that you can to make sure that when everybody is done, you have one or two more parties. And for us, before I even asked, I had an individual say, can you come talk to my family Christmas Eve? So it just really, really works out. Once it's done, don't forget to do the post-party follow-ups. Thank everybody for attending on Facebook. Go back to your Facebook event. Thank everybody that attended. Draw up some photos of the event so those that weren't able to make it could see and, in a sense, be virtually engaged. Include party pictures. Announce the next time for the next event. Make sure that the new host is okay. If other people from the same party or other individuals that were invited can attend. And then follow up with your guests within a week, those that ordered. Make sure that they received their order. Are they happy with their order? Have they tried it? For those that enroll to be a new associate, make sure you get them plugged into all of our trainings. Include them in the Facebook groups. Add them to our training text services. Add them to the testimonial in our Team Genesis group page. Make sure that they understand that the promise that we made them, that they were going to have support and training, holds true. And don't ever forget to be the hero of your own life story. So I'm going to send the floor back over to Janet. If anybody has any questions or they would like part of this presentation, we're more than welcome to it. We're here to support you, to support each other. This is a big family. We're learning from each other. The forms that I have, any information that I can share with you, you are more than welcome to it. So I'll turn the floor back over to Janet.
Wow, Patricia, this was an absolutely great training. And I want to thank you for sharing all of this valuable information with us. It's helpful to learn from someone who's walked in front of us and shown us how they've succeeded. So I'm sure many of the associates in this meeting will apply what they've learned here today to follow your great lead and duplicate your impressive results. Thanks again, Patricia, and thanks to all of our Team Genesis associates who joined us this morning. We hope to see many of you at our March Success Saturday training. You can access the recording of today's training on our YouTube channel on Monday. Watch it again and make sure to share it with associates that you think may have an interest in this marketing strategy too. That's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. We're grateful to have you as part of our Team Genesis movement, people helping people worldwide. Bye for now.